It's nice having a fantastic conference and you can walk to your home, and even if you go out drinking at night, you can just basically you will find your way home. So pleasure being here in Copenhagen. Pleasure to see all of you. I'm Lars Cimber, the studio lead of Jayway Copenhagen. We are the one downstairs with a lot of the glasses, as Phil said, and you can see the Magic Leap, the HTC Vive, the Oculus Go. So a lot in VR, and one of the hockey games that we have developed from our Malmö office. And in Malmö we have what we call the Immersive Hub. So Ewan and Johan should have been here today. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. And today is going to be me. Mina is also on the display here, but she will be in on some of the videos because we changed a little bit so that Shape will do the coding exercises and I will do a lot on the inspiration part of AR. So during this talk, I will delve into what are we having or seeing in front of us, this new AR opportunity that is coming, and what is being pushed so heavily by Apple. It's a reason why Tim Cook has really emphasized that AR and making the big splash into AR. So we will explore from because my role is gathering insights from business people and also talking with super smart developers that we have and designers at our studio and finding what is going to be the true value of AR and VR. And right now, we're just starting to scratch the surface of AR. It's going to be super interesting. And this year alone, if you accumulate across hardware and software, it's going to be a spend of 24 billion euro, so 28 billion US dollars. And we're looking into a year-on-year growth rate of 71.6% estimated by the IDC towards 2022. So this is an area where a lot's going to happen, and a lot is happening in this space. And what we're seeing today with the big glasses, of course, we need to get down from the VR, and which is really good for education and instructions, to the AR world, the augmented world, which is more interacting with the physical environment and then augmenting that with interactive graphical elements and enhancing what we can otherwise not see. And we're on a path here that going from rich immersive to the glasses that we had an announcement also made by Facebook just a few days ago that they are definitely developing an AR set of glasses, which will be more of an all-day wearable, and which will also be not like the Google Glass, which was not socially acceptable, but something that is socially acceptable. If it's going to be looking like this or what, we don't know. Their patents are filed. They have admitted that they are developing this, and that the time frame of us seeing something with glasses like this will be 5 to 7 years. And this is really important. So Apple is rolling out, and has been since iOS 11, rolling out ARKit on their devices. And during this year, as we reach the 80–90% threshold on the number of users that have updated to iOS 12 with the ARKit 2, that will be rolling out on something like 800 million devices. So where is AR picking up? And what are we seeing of inspiration out there? ARtising, so advertising in a new sense. And I don't know how many that have seen this video, but I love it. So can we get the sound? Ooh. We'll work with the sound later on.
I feel privileged for all who can witness this. I am close to divine. Know the moment is mine, the moment of sign. To all the squares that ask around, we getting it. My skills pay me. I'm trying to get a million, baby, with an adopted flow that God gave me. Me now, tell whoever runners that they spot is temporary till I
think I got that one.
Tell Miss I'm on my wealth tip. So when we cash out soon, I'm just investing.
I'm telling you, this is how it works, man. There's a little camera right here.
Yeah, surely entertaining and amazing at the same time. So we're certainly going to see advertising making a splash. And here's one that I also found really cool. How many have seen this Space E? Not so many. What they have been doing is to make a projection from the roof. And it projects down, and it's like this Tom Cruise movie back in the years, almost like that you can do interaction with your hands, and there's no UI. And the picture here shows that it's displayed on top of a Mercedes-Benz hood that you can augment and then explain how engine parts are working. So advertising is truly going to be basking on this, and maybe along the way that we're going to see the end of QR code. Because since QR codes came around in 1994 and now grabbed onto the mobile in 2002-ish by Docomo in Japan, this is about as creative we've gotten with QR codes over those 15 years. And we've had horrible examples that this is occupying so much space on advertising, and even the Bubba Bagels, and someone being brilliant placing a QR code in a place where you probably did not have IP67 phones at the time. So how can then ARKit be playing a really strong role in this? With ARKit 1, we get surface tracking, so that you can track a surface and place an object on a surface. You can recognize 2D pictures and face recognition. The really big update came with ARKit 2, where we had persistence, that you could persist something in the room, and someone could pick up and continue on, for instance, an AR thing that you were doing in a place. You could also share it, so with the new file system that they announced, the USD-Z, you have more sharing and also then kind of multiplayer, which was also displayed by the Lego demo that they did during the WWDC announcement. And then that you can identify not only pictures, but also volumetric objects. And we will see much more on the tool chain coming together. So Adobe announced that they would have the project Aero, which is then bringing a better a chain of how you produce AR in the graphics chain towards development. Then you had a very much improved rendering and texture of the natural surroundings, and also that you could track face objects. And we will give some examples on all of this during the remainder of the talk. But hopefully we can get rid of the QR codes. And one of the things that you can do there is that we've been doing a video. So this is Mina.
We are able to add some notes on that, like displaying a joke on top, right on top of the box. And also we are able to have some interaction, like pressing the button and see the next note, which is the result of the joke.
So this uses from ARKit 2 the object recognition. So it has scanned the object, and then you can augment this with text, with video and other elements, just by having recognized the trained 3D object. If you're then looking into AR commerce, I think this is also an area where you're going to see so much interesting coming. We've already seen how IKEA is using it.
would like everyone to know about Place, our new augmented reality app. Built on Apple's new ARKit, you can easily place true-to-scale 3D models of IKEA furniture in your place. Scan, browse, select, move, and place. So that could mean less of this. And less of this. And probably more of this. We want to make it easier for people everywhere to imagine a better place. Share this place. And this place. Try Place in your place.
Yeah, this is super cool, made by Space 10 here by Kødbyen. So big kudos to them for doing an excellent job with IKEA on the places that. But just look at this and then imagine what more you can do if you look at IKEA as a place in terms of kitchen planners. Yeah, the fantasy is the limit. And this is just using the planar surface. And now with ARKit 2, you've had much more improvements, so you can do much more 3D, better 3D models and better texture, so it fits better into the environment than what you could do at this moment in time. When you're looking at a company like Walmart, they're also investing in AR. And we're working with Walmart. Have a team here in Copenhagen, among others, that are doing Android development, some of the guys that you see here today. And Walmart has, just a couple of days ago, launched this video, where you have augmented reality doing object recognition on pricing sheets as well as on the object themselves to do enhanced information to their users. So before you had the QR codes and scanning and you would get the information. And now you have information from web, from the producers, and also price comparisons that you can do live with this. So super cool how the ARKit 2 is used to produce this. And then we have the field of AR instructions, AR education, and AR teaching. Also one of the ones that we believe will be quite big. Imagine that with AR, you can bring instructions to the real object. And one of the things that we've seen there is this. And we've been doing a little bit of this as an experimentation also. We haven't done this, but we have been doing this on one of the K weekends that we have, where we also explored the use of ARKit 2 to identify components in an engine and then provide real instructions. Then we went back and we looked at what we have in our studio here in Copenhagen. And with ARKit 2, we built this one.
Imagine that the coffee machine is not ready for serving the coffee, so you need to clean it. And for cleaning the coffee machine, you have to go through the difficult user manuals. But with ARKit, we have a better solution, like having an audio guide or audio assistant.
Welcome to Jura Coffee Machine Cleaning Guide. To continue, please press start.
It will help you step by step to how to clean a coffee machine and have a good coffee.
Open the black box door.
It's the first step.
Remove the milk pipe from the milk carton.
You can do it step by step like that, like opening the black box door or removing the milk pipe.
Change the empty milk carton with a new one.
Yeah, and
immerse the milk pipe in the milk carton.
Yeah, that's it. And you can go through this process to the end and have your coffee.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for the walkthrough.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so imagine just how many instructions and manuals that are floating around that you never keep track of. We're talking with one of the big building companies in Copenhagen. And one of the problems that they often face is that, yeah, when they're handing over a new apartment, they're using this binder full of manuals. And yeah, you have to then clean your air ventilation now and then. You have to do this to protect your floors. No one ever thinks about it. Forgets about it, and then they complain after 5 years, and they have, of course, guarantee into 5 years. So they want to get rid of this, and if you then use augmented reality, you have the instructions of how to do this properly, and you can also do a reminder. So we believe that in the future, we're going to see a big market in terms of education, training, and instructions, especially in real time, and with the revolution that is going on with IoT as well. So when you have AR and IoT, things really will become interesting, because then you can do real-time instructions and pull in the data that are coming in from the IoT. So with one of the medical companies in Copenhagen, we're doing a project where we do desk occupancy and also facility management. And in this, we have a full AWS setup that are piping sensor data via the Things network into an AWS with different analytics. And with this, we can then determine the air quality of the room, the temperature, how much a room has been used, and whether or not it should be cleaned to what extent that day during with the facility management services. So with this, we can also do augmented meeting room booking, so that you can book a meeting, along with connecting to different IoT devices to show how much it has been used, the current temperature in the room, whether or not the air quality is good, the light conditions, etc. So all parameters can be piped in, and by just holding your device up and showing or pointing at something that the device is recognizing, this can be shown. So a brand new user interface experience can be created, and merging the IoT data along with the immersive experiences and augmented experiences, this can be a fantastic user experiences in the future. And the good thing now is that the giants like Facebook, Google, Apple are making this so much more accessible. And it becomes rather easy to make a first AR experience. And we will have the next session here after me, which will go into the coding and show how it can be done with ARKit. And 2019 will be also the year where we see that the tool chain will come even further together. So sharing will be probably used a lot more than what we have seen so far. And that can be, as we know from anything that has done with SMS and up towards emails, that once you get people sharing the experiences, that's where things start to hockey stick and spread virally. And with the sharing that came with ARKit 2, I think we are prone to see that expansion going forward. In order to facilitate the sharing, because a lot of you are probably working in an organization or working with people that needs to be convinced that AR is a fantastic experience and something that should be invested in, we have announced, and even with a QR code, hopefully it's going to be the last that I will use, an app where you can show how powerful AR can be and how simple it can be to use. So I'm gonna demonstrate the application that we're launching. It's on its way to be accepted in the App Store. So the QR code right there will point you to test flight, so you can download it. So let's see here. Oops. Let's see here. Of course. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. It should. So let's install it. Coming in here, and this is called Memory Lane. And what you can do with this one is that you can make photos come alive. Some might have seen it. I also have it on demo on the stand downstairs. And what you do is you have a video that you can open from the gallery. And here is my two-year-old and 3 months old son. I'll pick this video and select that one. And what it will ask for next is that I can set a frame that I can print out. I was down at Västerkopi, and I printed this picture, so I will just save this one to image. And then, by the use of ARKit, let's see if this is always the tricky part. You can make memories come alive. I didn't have any sound here, unfortunately. He's interacting with Google. Could we have the sound on this one? No. Sound didn't play with it. Pretty cool, huh? And he's saying, "Hey Google." That's "Hey Google." So this one is for you to download. Either by test flight, or you can wait, and it will probably come out to the App Store pretty soon. Probably tomorrow, or later today. And you can play around with making your photographies come alive with that. After me, you will see an AR demonstration with ARKit on iOS and how you can get started with Serdan. So with that, this introduction session to AR is over.